kind of saw some fight back from the team in the third quarter today. A little bit of difference from the last couple games of the homestand where it's a fast start, slow third. Instead it kind of flip-flopped. I mean, your thoughts on how the team battled today?
So what I've learned from coaching in the G League is it feels like whack-a-mole. So you fix one issue, correct it, right? So first quarter, but previously, if you recall, we had been struggling in the first quarters, right? So we fix that. We play well. Stockton, and RGV play well in the first quarter and first half, plus 12, plus 11 at halftime. Then the third quarter is the issue, which was previously our great quarter. So now today, we flip it back. Come out flat. Unfortunate margin early in the game, and then minus 13 in the first quarter, and then plus 9 in the third quarter. But this is coaching, and this is basketball. You know, it's professional basketball. All these guys get paid to play basketball. They train every day to play basketball. So I believe we just need to keep working. You know, the results are not there, and that's very unfortunate. We're all competitive. We all want to be our best. But we have to stick with it, and the staff will stick with it. The players will stick with it, and we're going to roll out guys who are going to have a level of competitiveness, because this is a group of players on both sides who are trying to play in the most competitive basketball league in the world. So we need to find competitive players, and we need to find competitive combinations. We need to reflect as a staff and just continue to be better. So that's where we're at, you know. We remain optimistic, we remain hopeful, and we are focusing on next game. You know, we got to learn from today, but we're focusing on next game and trying to put our best foot forward.
From an X's and O's standpoint, what was the biggest challenge with South Bay?
So South Bay, I mean, just from a personnel standpoint, they are tough, physical, and I mean, just credit to them. They have skilled centers, Drew Timmy and Malik Williams. They have the Arrow assignment guy, super tough and physical. So that's not really answering your question, but personnel-wise, it's tough. And then so guarding them is hard from an individual defense standpoint and from a scheme standpoint. So our defense, in order to guard talented players like that, has to be extremely organized from a scheme standpoint. And I mean, I won't go in super specifics, but we just were not as organized as we needed to be to start the game. We play the second most zone in the G League, and when we played zone, got some stops. That's where we showed some life, breathed some energy into the building, and that was fun. So we just need to. We do it in pockets. We are not a consistent team. We haven't been all season, so we need to capture what's working, try to replicate that over the course of as many minutes as possible over 48, out of the 48. So Ryan is, we're continuing to work with Ryan when we know he can beat his man, we know he can come off the pick and roll, and it's just what is the right read. So the box score numbers look great, 25 points, 14 assists. We want him driving and kicking. We want him being aggressive to score. And now with him, it's just going to be continue to refine his shot profile. So working on when is the right time to shoot the floater or the mid-range, when is the right time to kick it to the perimeter. And, you know, we want him to continue to develop confidence in his three ball. So 8 for 26, you know, we'd love for him to be more efficient, and we want to help him be more efficient. But overall, 14 assists, do what you do. And so pretty good with him. And then Musa, just he's always a high energy player, so we need to figure out the rotations with him because he gets tired pretty quickly. But we want to help him, right? We want to capture that energy, bottle it up, and use it in good ways towards the other team. His biggest thing on the offensive side of the ball that he does right now is screen and roll, and then offensive rebounding. So 5 offensive rebounds, very happy with that. We just need to help set him up for success by being more organized on defense, so coverages are more clear, and then he can be the impactful force that he is on the defensive end.
So in the NBA, it seems like load management gets thrown out a lot. Obviously, you've got in G League more back-to-backs, but not only back-to-backs, but back-to-backs against the same team. How do you feel that changes how you coach when you have the same team both back-to-back as well as just that concept of back-to-back?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll touch on that in a couple senses. So From a fatigue standpoint, it's about literally this moment, what the players are doing right now. It's crucial. Getting food, getting your treatment, and getting a good night of sleep, right? So, because you need to play with maximum energy tomorrow whenever you show up. No one cares what the schedule is. No one, when scouts watch games, they don't care how many hours of sleep you've had. They don't care about any of that. So, peak performance we're looking for guys with professional habits to be able to deliver. But then from a scheme standpoint, I love playing back-to-backs because tonight we lose by 22, right? But we did some good things. There were some good things that we did. And so it's like, hey, pretty simple. Do this, it works. Do more of that. What doesn't work, do less of that. So obviously I make it sound simple, but you get, rather than, hey, we'll play South Bay in 6 weeks. No, you get to do it tomorrow. And hopefully we do more of that. And then you see if there are some wrinkles, some adjustments that are made. Obviously, we're going to go back to the drawing board. We need to change some things, right? We need to change some lineups. We need to change some schemes on both sides of the ball. And then the other coaches are paid to coach basketball too, so they're going to do the same thing. They're going to adjust what didn't work, and then they're going to double down on what did work. So I love these situations, and I relish the opportunity to amend our loss to make it right. We owe them one, and we want to get it back tomorrow.
One last question.
Is it hard managing the team when you have players such as Nemhard and Cisse and Robinson Earl going back and forth?
That is definitely a challenge of coaching in the G League, but if you sign up for this job and you're not ready to adapt, you're going to be in a world of trouble. So this is a teaching league. We're constantly teaching. We're constantly trying to teach on the practice floor. We're trying to teach when we do film sessions. We're trying to teach in individual workouts and during the game. So the teaching points, we try to remain the same, remain consistent, remain constant. Voice is constant when whether Ryan Nemhard's here, Miles Kelly, Robinson Earl, Musa Cisse, Delano Banton, regardless of who's here, who's not, we're trying to remain consistent with our teaching points. And lineup inconsistency makes it hard to be consistent, but it's part of the job. And even at the NBA level, like lineups change. Guys are injured. Guys, two ways are available sometimes. Rotations change. Trades happen. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be ready for whatever is thrown your way. But again, I relish that opportunity too. I enjoy that opportunity because it pushes you as a coach, challenges the coaching staff to figure out what's the best solution, not for the whole season, but specifically just for tonight. We know the list of players we have. We thought we had Miles Kelly. At 8:45, they come in and say, hey, Miles Kelly is taking a flight to play for the Mavs. So lineup changes. You have a plan with Miles Kelly. He's not here anymore. You got to adjust and got to adapt.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Great question. Just your face popping in here? Yeah, something like that.
I have no idea. I think I just seen Mac walk out, but if he did, that's on you. -7 is cool. Ooh, all of us in the negatives. Oh my god. Yeesh. 8 for 8. Hey, buddy. Hey, $6. That's tough.
All right, we have Matt Cross with 8 points, 12 rebounds. Jermaine Sharp with 16 points, 9 rebounds, 6 blocks. Let Kyle kick off.
Yeah, question for both. I'll start with you, Marion, but physical game, they have a lot of size and physicality on their side. I mean, what was one of the biggest challenges for you tonight?
Honestly, it's always a challenge for me because like I always go against guys stronger than me. It's just holding my ground, but I still do as much as I can, and I still do my job.
Yeah, I think it's not as much of a challenge with the physicality, more just kind of sticking to the principles. I try to, like, no matter who's out there, size or not, crash if that's my job. So I think it's just knowing what the role is and don't shy away from it. Just stay the course.
When you guys go up and you had your both kind of combat him at different times, but when you go up against a guy like Drew Timme who has some versatility through his game, what does that develop in you as a defender at times or even as an offensive attacker?
Me, it has me keeps me on my feet because he can shoot, he can also drive, he can also finish at the rim. So like I gotta be careful like how I play him. I gotta see like what he's finna do so I can react the opposite of him. But I try my best while I'm out there.
Yeah, he's just really crafty. So I'm used to guarding guys that are similar to like my size, that can kind of shoot, kind of drive, and he's like that, but he's like 6'10". So it's a little different because he's not, just a bruiser. Trying to back you. He's crafty and just kind of stay on your feet when he uses his fundamentals and just kind of don't let him use your body against you as what he's good at.
What's the key to turning around and getting the win tomorrow?
Honestly, just coming out, being consistent the whole entire game, instead of just coming out first, second quarter, and then just backing off, and just coming out from the beginning and fighting to the end.
Yeah, I think kind of what I said before. Just take what the coaches give us and pay attention to the scouting report. And when you're on the court, it's a game of runs, so don't get too high, too low. Just stay the course of what the game plan is.
Do you feel like it's more difficult when you're guarding bigs who are able to shoot the ball from the outside as far as being able to go back and forth inside, outside?
For me, a little bit because I'm used to just guarding bigs that's just scoring around the rim, and I'm used to guarding bigs that can pick and pop. But I've been doing that since last year, so like I'm developing that skill to be able to guard a pick and pop or pick and roll.
Yeah, I think for me it's a little different, as I'm a much different defender than Sharp. But I don't think it's too challenging for me. I think sometimes it makes my job a little easier, so I can not have to deal with when I'm in help, guys cutting and crashing because they want to shoot. So it makes it a little easier for me to get out. But bigs that can shoot and go inside, it makes everybody's life a little harder.
What makes you a different defender than Sharp?
The size definitely is one thing. Definitely not blocking shots. Just throw my body in the way and hope we get a good result.
I'm not knocking people on the ground.
Do you think people judge like you about your height or skill, and how can you use that against them?
Me personally, people always quickly automatically judge me off my height. Every time someone like see me play basketball, oh, I'll throw you lobs, I'll do this, I'll do that. But the whole time, it's a little harder than that. It is, especially on the court when you're going full speed and this and then you got to make like split-second decisions. It'd be a little challenging.
What is one thing that you didn't do this game that you would like to implement in the next game?
I would say, for me personally, just better reads based off what they give us. Knowing when to shoot the ball, when to get into the next action quick, when to get off the ball, and kind of learning, knowing what my teammates, what they like, where they like to be. So setting screens and helping them get to spots easier, whether it's the bigs battling down low or the point guards getting pressured all game, just trying to make their lives a little easier.
For me, it's my free throws. I was 0 for 3 on the line. That's normally not like me. So I say that's one that I can improve on this game.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's your TikTok live. Yeah, I have one.